Welcome back to Hayden the Marks Travels. After our final cruise destination, a scenic sail around the remote Willis Island, we are now officially heading back to Sydney aboard the beautiful Celebrity Edge with 2 glorious sea days ahead, which may or may not become a food marathon. In this episode, we revisit what could honestly be the best chicken parmy I've ever had at Tuscan restaurant, somehow ended up eating cake again at Cafe El Bascio, and get completely distracted filming the Italian-themed buffet lunch, where the arancini balls looked so good they nearly caused an international incident. Did we eat at the buffet? Nope. Did we emotionally connect with the arancini? Absolutely. Let's cruise.
Good evening.
Hello.
So,
Should we start with dinner last night then?
day 10 on the Celebrity Edge. Day 10 of 12. And we had a nice day.
Oh, have I had a nice day?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had a very nice day.
You sounded hesitant.
No, I have.
All right, let's start with what we've done since we last spoke then.
Yeah, so since we last caught up, we went for dinner at the Tuscan restaurant. Again,
Always have drinks.
we went to the Sunset Bar. Yeah. And what was that like?
Yeah, that was nice, wasn't it? That was as soon as we arrived. He actually, the waiter there had actually got 2 glasses of the wine that we drink ready. He didn't even ask us. He just put them there. So whether he'd gone specially to go and get that bottle from somewhere because he didn't have it the previous night remains to be seen. But he sort of placed the 2 glasses of wine there as we arrived and gave us a little acknowledging wink. Yeah, which was very funny.
It's nice to that they're getting to know us and what our preferences are, and they're remembering. Yeah, so it does make you feel really special.
Yeah, it's something that they're very, very good at. And then we went to the Tuscan restaurant, didn't we?
Yeah.
For our dinner. So we promised we would the night before after they wowed us with the service recovery. So we went back and we had exactly the same table and exactly the same wait staff, didn't we? And we let them guide us with regards to their recommendations for meals, wasn't it?
Yeah, because it's
Didn't we? Yeah.
It's quite difficult sometimes, isn't it, to choose what to eat because there's so much choice and you don't really know what's good and what's not good. And there was steak and chips on the menu, and so we asked what the cut of steak was going to be because we didn't want to repeat the performance of the first night when we had sirloin and it was a bit chewy.
And they looked a bit worried when we asked. So and they were like, "It's sirloin," and we were like, "Oh," and they're like, "Don't overcook it. Don't have it overcooked." And we're like, "Do you know what? What do you recommend?" And they were like, "Well, actually, we recommend the pasta."
Yeah, get the turkey parmigiana.
Yeah.
And you asked if we could have another shared course, sort of meal thing, that we can have in the centre of the table again. So
yeah. So you had the French onion soup
to begin with, which was really tasty, but I couldn't manage it all because it is quite a heavy dish. I didn't think it was going to be, but I mean the clarity of the actual soup was beautiful, and it was full of beautiful, really nicely reduced onions, and it had Gruyere cheese. Gruyere cheese.
Gruyere. Yeah, as they all should. And I had a wedge salad. Nice and simple. So that was just a really nice salad with blue cheese dressing, and it had everything in it from egg to tomato, and that was delish. And then for our mains we had the spaghetti.
We had it was like a turkey, a scallop really, but it was coated in cheese, so it was almost like a parmigiana, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was nice. And that was with a marinara sauce, so nice tomato sauce. So it was really, really tasty actually.
Yeah.
And then as you say there in the middle we had an extra one because we wanted to try the barramundi that was on quinoa.
Yeah.
And so they gave us that one in the middle, which was nice.
That was really nice.
Yeah.
And then I had a creme brulee and you had a Baileys.
I had a Baileys.
And right at the end of the meal, he asked us a couple of questions. He said, first of all he asked us what we did. And so I sort of said, well, I'm a numerologist, and tried to explain what that was, thinking that he probably wouldn't have a clue. And you said you were in the travel industry, and he asked us how many dogs we've got as well, didn't he? And then he asked us our favourite number.
Numbers,
and so you said number 7, and I said number 7, you said number 8. And then he did this calculation, didn't he, in front of us? And
He did his little party piece, didn't he?
he did, yeah. And he'd written 1089
89.
on the back of this piece of paper. And when he did his calculations, it totaled the same amount.
And then turned it over and said, I already had written it down. And we were like, wow.
Yes,
this
it was like
amazing.
magic.
Yeah.
But it was also numerology.
Yeah. It was
So
good.
it was quite interesting to, to sort of, I don't know, that his party piece was connected with numerology, and it was just made me think, I shouldn't judge other people too much about when I start talking about what I do, thinking that they're not going to understand, because I know it's not the same thing, but it's similar, isn't it?
He then did something with numbers.
Yeah.
That's right. So a nice experience there again, and we may even go back tonight. It's the penultimate night tonight, so yeah, probably will, won't we? We'll see. As long as we can get table 246, otherwise we'll be walking straight back out again.
Yeah. Well, the reason why we didn't go to Normandy last night like we planned was...
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she was really distracted.
The receptionist was a bit frosty, wasn't she?
She was.
She didn't acknowledge us. So it started off with just us. She had her back to us because she was busy doing something else on her computer. And then she got a bit short with the waiter, who was obviously stressing her out about something. And she just kept saying, in a moment, like that. And we were like, And then after she'd said it twice and continued to ignore us, and there was a queue forming behind us, we just looked at each other and decided probably weren't going to be best placed there.
Yeah.
So we turned around and walked out and went to Tuscan.
And as soon as we walked into Tuscan, was that the night that the waiter said, I really like your necklace?
Yes.
And it just made me feel really noticed and special.
Yeah, and then literally as we walked in, all of the waiters from the previous night were
Yeah.
like, oh, you came back. We were like, wow, that's a complete contrast to what we just had across the hallway. Interesting, really, really interesting. So, attitudes are contagious, is yours worth catching, was always the phrase that we used to use.
Yeah, it's a really
and
good
hers
phrase.
was, and we walked away, so never mind. But we had a lovely dinner. So it's
We
good.
did.
And then today, when we woke up, we had a clock change. Clocks went forward an hour, so it was still dark. It threw things out a little bit with the day, didn't it? Because it was 6:30, but it was still really 5:30, and it was still dark. But and it was raining as well. We had some rain this morning, so it was quite drizzly and very, very windy, wasn't it, when we got up? So we could see that it wasn't going to be sunbathing weather immediately.
Like he was planning on going up and reserving
the beds,
our sunbeds, just so that we, could guarantee we're going to be in the shade. But it wasn't really, sunny. So we ended up walking around the track.
How many hours did we have? 4?
Three.
3 or 4?
I think 3.
Yeah, okay. So we had our breakfast, didn't we, at the Cosmo? Our a la carte breakfast.
Oh, that was lovely,
which
wasn't
was
it?
really nice. And then we went and did our laps in the rain, and the wind nearly got blown overboard. It was that windy, wasn't it?
It really was. Yeah. It was pretty chaotic out there. It was wild and windy. Like at certain points, I did feel like the wind was going to lift me up and catapult me off the boat.
And then we thought we'd go and have another coffee, so we went to Cafe Al Baccio.
Yes.
Coffee.
We did. We did have one there, and it was funny because we ordered a cup of tea. Well, I'd like a cup of tea, and you had a coffee. And she said, "Oh, can I have your card?" And so you gave your card, and then she looked at me and she went, "And what about you?" Like that, didn't she? As if I was a stowaway. Stowaway.
Yeah.
Stowaway.
So yeah, first time we've had to give both cards for a cup of coffee and a cup of tea. But anyway, that's all good.
Yeah. So we don't like doing that, do we?
Clearly not. And then the sun started to shine, so we thought, we'll chance it and we'll just go out and see if there's some space around the pool still. And there was. Our usual beds were still available, so we jumped on those and we were on there until about 3:30, weren't we? Because it turned out into a beautiful day.
Yeah.
We had three very quick showers, didn't we?
Yeah.
But everyone just stayed laying on their beds mostly because they were that quick. But other than that, it was a lovely 26-degree day. Lots of sunshine.
And we used the tan accelerator today as well.
We did, yeah, because we weren't feeling very brown, so we thought we'd do a bit of an acceleration.
There's like carrot juice we're putting on ourselves, isn't it?
It's not carrot juice, it's a product called Keratin that you buy at the supermarket, and it's just a tan accelerator.
It's very good actually.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
Smells
doubled my
lovely.
tan. It's amazing what it's done. Yeah.
So that was our day. So nice and relaxing. We also did some filming, didn't we?
We did, but who did we meet in the pool today?
Oh, Glenn and JR.
Yeah, from
A couple of guys from
Delaware.
Delaware.
Yeah. They were an older gay couple, and they were really sweet, really friendly.
Yeah, had an interesting chat with them, didn't we?
Yeah, it was really nice to meet them actually.
They're on a very big trip, a 126-day or so trip from America. They left on Christmas Day, and they're just literally travelling Australia for the next 4 months.
They'd been on the Sun Princess, the same as us, and the Majestic Princess as well, so we had quite a bit in common really.
Yeah, so that was nice having a chat. And what else?
And then there was a quiz around the pool, and the lady was asking 3 questions. So I answered the second question, which was what percentage of the ship is female, the staff on the ship. And I said 40%, but it was 30%, but I still won a deck of cards.
There you go, so you got a pack of playing cards.
Yeah. And then I got told off because I was eating fruit in the pool. So I've been told off twice on this trip. So I'm just one of those people that tries to keep out the way and be quiet and sort of nice. And I always get it, don't I?
You still get told off.
Yeah,
it's naughty. You've got a naughty face.
I got told off when we went to the club by a guy who said that I'd pushed him. He confronted me and he said, "You don't have to push me like that." And I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I had no recollection of doing it, did I? So there was then, and then there was the fruit scenario in the pool as well. So, yeah, so I'm obviously one of those people that people just want to bully. Do you want to bully me as well? Be honest.
And there you go. So that was our day. Very nice. And tomorrow is the last day, so we will see what tomorrow holds. It is a sea day. So fingers crossed the weather will be nice. And we still have about another 500 nautical miles to get to Sydney. And we can see that the climate
choppy.
is changing. Yeah, the water's a little bit choppier. It's the choppiest it's been, actually, to be fair. It's been calm, isn't it? Calm as anything. It's not really choppy, but it's noticeably choppier. Choppier. And
Well, so how are you feeling like today? How do you feel like now that we're nearing the end of the cruise?
I'm okay. Yeah, it's been lovely. It's been nice. It feels like longer than what it actually has been. But I think we tend to find that with the cruising, that you cram a lot in because you're visiting different places, so it feels a lot longer than it actually is. When we sort of take ourselves back to last week when we flew from Perth to Sydney, that was only last week. But yeah, we've
Feels like
done
ages
so
ago.
much in between. Yeah. So, and as always, it's never a problem going home because obviously we love our home and we've got our boys to go and collect and see and get love from.
Yeah, we always look forward to going home.
Yeah, so it's always nice. It's always perfect for us.
And you were saying that we also did a bit of filming in the buffet,
I did.
didn't
Yeah,
you?
yeah, for the channel. So we wanted to get the Ocean View Cafe lunchtime buffet because Celebrity Edge is known for excellent food.
Oh my God, this food.
And especially buffet food, which we don't tend to touch, as we've mentioned 100 times.
Yeah.
But we wanted to film so that we could share it with.
We wanted to dive in though, didn't we?
We
today?
did, yeah. That's the thing. It all looks so nice and smell amazing that you do want to dive in. If we eat lunch, we can't eat dinner. So just because we won't be hungry enough. So we prefer to save ourselves for the evening. And I'm glad that we did. But we got it on video so we can upload it.
We'll just give a
channel.
few examples of what you felt like you wanted to eat when you walked around there.
Oh, well, today was the Italian day, and the Italian's my favourite food.
So was it everything there?
It was pretty much everything. Yeah, they had really big arancini.
Oh my God, they looked.
They had a beautiful looking lasagna, and they had some pasta dishes with nice sauces. There was a bolognese sauce, and they had the caprese salad station that was just literally cheese, tomato and basil. It was just all green, red and white, wasn't it? It was just beautiful. They had all the cheeses as well.
And those desserts.
And all the meats, the deli meats, and then the Italian desserts, all the nonna's cakes, and oh my goodness, you'll see. We won't spoil it, but you'll see how amazing it all was. And we were very, very good because we didn't touch any of it.
Yeah, because one of the videos that we're going to put up is going to be like the walking tour of the, what's it called again? The Ocean
View Cafe, yeah, because they're always popular. So we've noticed from the Sun Princess that the ship tour and also the restaurant tour, because people want to know what the experience is going to be like that they're going to have. So food is obviously really important to people on a cruise. So we always like to ensure that we get the dining rooms. and yeah, the ship tour facilities and
Yeah.
marine tours.
So if you haven't
Everything's
seen our
going well.
one for the Sun Princess,
Jump on and have a look.
yeah, have a look at that one, because it'll give you like a bit of a comparison. And actually, to be fair, I'm going to say that this is more impressive.
The buffet,
Yeah.
for sure.
It really is.
For sure,
You know, and that's
yes.
just...
The presentation is much nicer. I think
is.
that's what it is. They present it well, and the layout of the rest that area on this particular
Yeah.
ship is great. Whereas on the Princess, it's just very
Cute.
corridory, and it's just it looks a bit canteeny.
Yeah, it does.
But here they've really sort of pushed the boat out on appearance and how it looks, haven't they? So 1-0 to Celebrity for the buffet.
So what's tomorrow then? What's the last day? It's not the last day tomorrow, is it?
Tomorrow's the last day, and then we dock on Sunday. We disembark on
that's
Sunday
right.
morning.
Yeah, it is the last day.
Tomorrow's
full
the
day.
last full day.
Yeah.
And then Sunday when we wake up, we'll be in Sydney.
Yeah.
And we get kicked off. Thrown off. But
I think we'll be all right this
I
time
think we'll be
round.
all right,
Yeah.
I think we'll be fine. So that's all to come, obviously. And please do like, subscribe, and follow, and do whatever you need to do, and
Share
comment
the video.
and share, and
Yeah.
keeps us doing it.
Fabulous. Well, thanks so much for watching.
And we will see you tomorrow. Bye for now.
Bye-bye. Next time on Hayden and Mark's Travels, it's another relaxing sea day aboard the beautiful Celebrity Edge, and things get unexpectedly competitive as the captain, cruise crew, and very enthusiastic able seamen take on the passengers in a volleyball tournament in the pool. Did we participate? Absolutely not. Did we stand safely on the sidelines judging everyone while people dramatically threw themselves around in wet uniforms? Of course we did. And later we head to the theatre for an incredible acrobatic show that was equal parts inspiring and deeply confronting. Mainly because every flip, jump and gravity-defying stunt reminded us just how old and unfit we actually are. So join us next time for more poolside chaos, theatrical talent, and two men quietly reconsidering their fitness levels on the high seas.